Let's get this game over with. Come on, let's get going. Let's get her done. Not exactly like I'm saying that we're rushing through these things, but let's rush through these things. It's game, story, go time.
The Imperial Army passes through the Allied territory of House Gloucester and invades the land of House Regan, which leads the opposition. They move to attack Claude in the capital, Deirdre, where the leader of the Alliance awaits their arrival.
Okay.
Thank you so
Are
much.
we the bad guys?
I am grateful. Thanks so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And they're really hammering in this whole loading screen thing. Man, what a good start off for today, huh? Are we having a fun time? Oh boy. Oh, I gotta go put my sign up. I forgot. Here, let me do a little thing real fast. I forgot to get fully set up. I don't have the sign up on the wall yet. Oh dearie me. Give me just a second. There we go. I was in such a hurry to get this whole streamy beamy thingy started that I accidentally forgot to tell people, hey, I'm streaming, please fuck off. But was our inventory fine? What are we doing in this game? How do I play video games again? I don't know, but I'm working through it. Probably just like mass do all them dang old rusted weapons and whatnot. They may even become iron garbage, but I mean, I might as well. There probably is going to be at least one that would be something cool. Let's see what we got. Is it the forge button? Yes. Oh, that one becomes a silver bow. Ooh.
Thanks a bunch.
Actually kind of cool.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
And then it just resets you back up to the top. Oh, that's really annoying. Maybe not. What do you become? Iron garbage. What do you become? Iron garbage. Trash. It's all trash. Except for the silver one. The silver one, acceptable. Now, who will we be using for today? Let's look at them levels. Oh, immediately seeing a problem child. We have many problem childs, actually. I'm going to use my healer. I'm sorry, Caspar, I may have to do you like this. The only reason I'm totally 100% okay with you being the adjutant is you're a guard adjutant, and guard adjutants are frankly ridiculous. So let us venture forth. Hello, go! Make the battle go do! Commence! Fight! Go! X-nay on the murder!
Here she comes, at long last. I've done all I can to prepare.
I don't want to kill
Let
Claude.
the cards fall where they may. It'll be a true test of strength.
It seems Claude has blockaded the city and occupied the naval port.
If that is the case, he will have no choice but to engage us from there.
Yes, though putting myself in Claude's place leaves me with an unpleasant feeling. If we take over the port and close the entry to the city, Deirdre will be under our control. Each soldier should bear that in mind as they advance.
Okay.
There are 3 gates which connect Deirdre to its naval port. Taking the city will be easy once we secure all 3.
Enemies are meeting alliance reinforcements in the front of the gates that lead to Deirdre. Defeat the enemies in front of the gates to stall the reinforcements. Okay, so it's not a victory condition, it's a reinforcements blockade. Ah, shit, gotta shove a cork down this running drain pipe.
I'm awake.
Let's just I'm a yawny boy right now. I mean, I did just get home from work like an hour and a half ago, so it makes sense I'm a little more on the tired side. That is allowed to happen. Oh no, there's so many bow dudes! He won't move at least. Ooh. Neat. Dude, I want to hang out with Claude. That's like, I kind of know what happens in this route, but I also kind of don't. Because frankly, we haven't even seen a whole lot of the exciting new fancy schmancy things, which is like what I'm super excited for, you know? So that's a little bit of a Debbie Downer, but you know. 14, 14, 40! Oh boy! Oh yeah, that's them mages, isn't it? Where is my Felix? Oh shit.
I'll cut through.
Oh, such a bad position.
Understood.
This is not this is totally not good. No.
Let's
You
make this
no.
quick.
No. Don't think that's happening. Here, you know what? We're gonna have to do something a little bit on the spicy side then. We gotta get in there. This may be a terrible idea, but
Thank you.
I will prevail.
okay, I would need. Okay, I have to kill this one for me to be able to continue my aggression.
I'll cut a bloody path.
Let's just hope that 21 crit, shall we? It didn't. Fantastic.
What's my strategy?
An optimal start. I guess we're just full hog getting in there at this point, aren't we? Oh, not a good start. Why did I play this so aggressive? I'm allowed to walk for a turn. Oh, dearie me. This is just going to cause more and more problems. Or that can just crit, you know, alright. Oh, well, thank you, Oh, Ferdinand, you're so considerate. That solves problems. Such a nice man. So considerate of others' feelings. That whole problem I just had of, oh no, how am I gonna be able to do it? I'm gonna die. No, I guess not anymore. This is why anything that increases your crit chance is so very, very nice. Because even though it's not consistent, it randomly can just completely and utterly problem solve for you in all forms and capacities. Very fun and interactive for the enemy team.
Now it's our turn, Elmira's elite. Strike the flanks of the Imperial Army.
Is that a boat? We're gonna get a bit. Oh Lord, that's a boat. Oh no, this is totally
Those
not
fangs
good.
and claws the Alliance fears so much will now be their salvation.
Leave it to us, kiddo. My undefeated streak will live on. Another chapter in my heroic saga.
That flag and banner. Is that the Almiran army? Ugh, you really did it, Claude.
This is no ruse. That is Nadir, an Almiran general.
take care of them quickly, especially those Almiran wyverns.
Well, now this is not at all how this played in the other story. I don't like this at all. Now that's just not fair. Of course he has an Aurora shield. It will be nice to get that, though, but of course it has an Iron shield. Ugh. Oh, that apparently also just undid my Bowman marking. Does hitting B? No, I don't know. Oh, yeah, no, if you're hovering over a unit and hit me, for some reason it just turns off all the red, which I vastly do not want. Thank you, really appreciating that one. I'm just gonna ignore the boats and continue to bum rush the city itself. Let's see how bad of an idea this is. I'm just gonna hope this map is balanced around me not using Stride twice in the same turn and completely and utterly obliterating the welcome wagon we got, and I'm just gonna press on through, shall we? Hope for the best. Nah, don't waste our warps. There's no reason. We don't need to be that aggressive yet. As much as I want to. Okie dokie, now how are we gonna handle this next step? I don't think anyone can really get in there. I mean, Ferdinand can. Yeah, that's acceptable. God, I do not like fighting Claude. A few too many archers for my liking. Oh shit, that's Hilda. Okay, that's a different problem. If memory serves me right, she hits like a damn truck. And wielding a weapon that can use a thing called Apocalyptic Flame. Yeah, I don't think I want to touch that. I'm gonna once, Edelgard gets another turn, but... Or I could also just do this, I guess. This is a flex option. Let's see how bad this goes. Eh, fuck it. Risky business. 27. 74 through it all. And she's got hit plus 20. She decided to flex into being an archer for 5 minutes. Oh, no. Darting blow. Oh, no. I was hoping to cheese through it. You're not fast enough, Petra. It doesn't matter, even if you have Sword Prowess 5 and Alert Stance. You don't even got Alert Stance. Plus, idiot. Do dodge better next time, forehead. Ah, jeez. Well, do I want to commit to it? I mean, it is just instant death. She only has 44 HP. That's 54 damage. Has anyone got pullback? How people got stuff like Swap? Or my combat arts. Shove, no. Does no one really have draw? Ah! Ha! I thought I had one. Hey, bye. Can bait at least one of them over. Imagine having the audacity to think that you can fight Ferdinand. Oh, yeah, they are definitely coming in around from behind. Oh, that's just going to be a fantastic process to deal with. Oh, Hilda's an idiot.
The Elmyran reinforcements keep coming. We should try to eliminate Nadir.
I got archers. I'm sure it'll be fine. Quote from a man who is 100% definitely not fine. Okay, first and foremost, before anything else, I gotta get Hilda out of this, out of the entirety of this equation. How can I kill you? Please stop breathing. What must I do to make you stop being alive? I'm not liking the options you're currently giving me, madame. Oh, this is a real bad idea. Oh, never mind. Fine, I'll do the vanilla solution.
Not my
Oh,
best.
fantastic.
You didn't forget about me, did you? Maybe you should just let me go.
Hey, maybe you should just let me go. Ugh! Can you not just one hit? Oh, come on. 17. Really? Even the killing edge. Alright, fine. Bye.
It's been fun, Claude. Sorry to go so soon.
Hilda! Why didn't you retreat? I counted on you retreating.
Oh, now I feel bad. I'd feel more bad if I have done the yellow boy route, but that's for last. I still feel bad, though. But, you know, it's dulled.
Only the strong survive.
Ooh, nice. Oh, come on, Ferdinand. You were so close to being a cool guy. God, Ferdinand is completely and utterly unstoppable. I'm accidentally power leveling him. I don't want it. I'm trying my damnedest to evenly distribute as much of the XP as I can, and yet this keeps happening. I don't want him to be level 21. Bernadetta, no. She was level 28, but she's level 29 now. She was at one point level 28. She hasn't gone through puberty yet. You know, it takes her a long time. She's a late bloomer. You know. You know, gotta really top her off. Oh man, she's about to get damaged next turn. Gotta really make sure she's okay. Gotta min-max that farming XP. This is a bad idea. Hey, Sail, how you going? How you going? How are you going, Sail? And by that I mean go. Get out. Get out. Get out of here, Sail. How dare you show your face around here? How you been, man? It's been a while. What have you been? Have you had fun having existence in murder country? And by that I mean the entirety of the world because everything's gone to shit. I'll play Animal Crossing. Oh boy. Bait these boys hot close. That definitely was 100% an intentional jab on your character, and definitely not a vocal hiccup. I definitely didn't fuck up the words that are coming out of my mouth. Do not believe the hype, for they are lies and deceit. Yeah, they got that fucker. Oh, that's right, she's a Gremory! Double warp uses! Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Nice. Well, that's probably going to be my game plan there in the near future. I just gotta wait for my job to calm down and be 100% guaranteed. I still live with my parents at 22 because I have scoliosis and literally can't work full time, so I have a hard time making money. Oops. Oh dear. Wouldn't recommend it. It's a bad time. Hey, wanna meet, hey, here's Yuritsa. It's your boy. Wanna say howdy? Yeah, we'll roll it on the crit. Yeah. Lampo shield. Ooh, that's actually not that bad. So how are you? Do you like the good old-fashioned Fire Emblem? Are you one of the boys who represents and respects this? Because I know most of the people here don't. But that's fine. We're currently having a fun time. Oh yeah. I mean, logistically, I've been more of an Advance Wars boy, but that's neither here nor there. It's except for the fact that fucking Advance Wars has been, like, terrible for, like, the last, like, 13 years, and I hate it. And by that, I mean there just hasn't been a fucking Advance Wars come out in, like, 13 years. It's overestimation. But definitely not an accurate number. Just bait him close. Who gives a damn? Currently trying to problem solve being the bad guys, supposedly. There's a whole lore thing to this. So have you played Three Houses? Have you been here for the whole adventure? Because, oh boy, we're currently playing the bad guys, supposedly. I haven't gotten to the full entire schism for the whole thing, but I can understand the ideology behind it of, hey, you know, I'm really tired of our leading government and entire church basis that controls every single one of the three main, like, countries and kingdoms and all that guff being controlled by a fucking dragon. I'd rather that be controlled by humans. Now it's time to kill literally everyone. It may seem a little bit over the top, but a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, really fucking like this whole dragon thing. So we're solving that problem. A lot of people really into dragons. Knowing Fire Emblem, dragons are just a bad time, just universally.
Don't have the guts to resist anymore. Here, you can have this.
I never planned to touch the city.
Ooh. Well, you're seeing Edelgard actually has two endings. So if you, well, unfortunately, you're seeing some massive fucking spoilers in that case, because here she is. This is her route. Oh, oops. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ignore everything I've said in the last, like, 15 minutes. None of that happened. Alright. She's not literally the bad guy, but she is portrayed as like the main antagonist, aside from cult McFuckers, but they're not here right now. Hello, Ronin's. Both of you have been back after a long-ass time. How have you been? We're having two old classic. This is a rerun episode, I see. Where's the new material?
Be careful.
Welcome to Fire Emblem, that game that no one gives a damn about. And that's me just lying.
Seems like fighting's all I do these days.
Holy shit, Bernadetta. Oh, you shouldn't do that. That's a bad time.
I've no time to
You should be like me and have gotten a job, and then have that job completely fuck over your regular stream schedule, forcing you to cut it in half. I haven't had like a proper phone in a long ass time, and I remember it was like 2 years ago. I didn't have a computer for. It was like, say 5 months. So I can respect it. I identify. I feel you. I've been in a situation similar. They're never fun, but I've been there. Oh yeah, that would explain part of the problem. I mean, you can get a job, and unironically, I'd probably recommend it. Do something real basic, like delivering pizzas or something, but I'd recommend it. Theoretically, you can. I guess it depends where you are. Because around here, you can get really simple shit, like babysitting. That's what I saw a lot of people in high school doing. They were babysitters.
For Bridget.
Or they could mow lawns or something. Can't really shill for it because I never did it, but you know what I mean. Oh, which one of these kills? None of them? Oh, fantastic. Nah, I was more so me. Like, I know some places allow you to do it on, like, a bike. Or some such. But yeah, nowadays, yeah, I can see it. That's what I'm saying, it probably depends where you live. Because if you're in, like, a smaller town, oh, 100% I can see you being able to do it with only a bike. You know? Like I said, it really just depends where you live at the time. Yo, fuck kids. Yo, fuck kids. Everyone over in the Bahamas, probably. Hey! Hello, Almyron Phoenix man. How are you doing? Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's been 30-odd years since I first set foot on a field of battle. Here's a taste of my undefeated strength.
Okay. That was a taste of his undefeated strength, guys. It's good to get stuff on your resume. I am definitely one of the very lucky ones I'm also one of the very unlucky ones because scoliosis. But because of that scoliosis, I was able to get into a extended education class called the ILP, or the Independent Living Program, which is the fever dream of everyone who actually understands what they want in education of, hey, this place teaches you how to pay bills, do taxes, prepare for an interview, clean your house, maintain a proper, a balance, budget, and all that kind of stuff. Actually the things you would want in life. But, a lot of places just like to, not teach you those things. Which is why I've had a fun time and am actually somewhat capable with myself. Please don't kill me. And then he hits with a 23% chance. My lord, this man is a cheese. Wouldn't really call it awesome, because considering it's entirely on the basis of having scoliosis, but that's acceptable. Alright, I can appreciate the sentiment. 24. Woo, that's not pretty. This motherfucker is hitting for 27 times 4, and I only got 53 HP. I haven't I haven't really crunched the numbers, but I can say this is a bad idea. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Oh, we have some extended problems. Okay, can Yuritsa handle them? 11, 11. Oh, yeah, he's fine. Well. Ooh, that's nice. What do you... You know what? That's actually a good question. What do you want to do with your life? Where do you see yourself going in the future? What sounds like a fun time for you? And let me tell you right now, you're probably not going to have a real genuine, concrete answer, because I know mine changed at least 3 times throughout my entire life. But something to think about, even if you don't explicitly answer it. It's something to keep in the back of your mind. What are 3 times 2? Bad times. Ooh, bad times. Really banking on Petra right now. 46 times 2, but only a 28% accuracy. That's a 34 here. I'll put her right here. Oh, I can't. Yeah, that's fine. That was my problem when I was younger. I knew when I was going through the magical world of growing up, I wanted to be a game designer. And then I'm like, ooh, that's not gonna happen. And so then I adapted to becoming a beta tester. But then I realized, hey, not only is this a terrible way of getting into the industry, it's hell and not a very fun job. And then I just decided, like, oh, I guess I'd be okay with just like working at a game store. And then I decided, hey man, or I guess decided, and then that's when the realization that, ooh, you have eternal back problems that don't go away. Oh, I can't work anywhere. And so now I'm really banking on streaming being a thing, because good lord, if this can pay my bills, Jesus Christ, that's the holy grail of solutions. But instead of actually deciding to be a actual productive member of society with attempting to achieve my goals, I've decided to stream obscure random JRPG garbage that no one's heard about and no one wants to watch. Oops, my bad. And then it's not necessarily saying that, you know, Fire Emblem is an obscure RPG that no one cares about. It's just an example piece. That's why I'm doing this whole thing. I just enjoy it. This is where my passions lie. Dude, I fucking love random-ass RPGs. You think I don't? Ooh, boy. That's kind of why my schedule has been slowly drifting to become more normal things. Like, if you didn't know, Fridays and Sundays, I do a co-stream with Grey Ninja Gaming. But what's more relevant is on Saturdays, I do a solo stream, and that solo stream is more just general multiplayer stuff. Like, I did Mario Kart last week, and I did Smash the week before. Dude, I've been streaming for 2 years now. I don't think it's gonna happen overnight. Overnight happened about 2 years ago. It's been a while. But then again, I never once ever had any inclination of this actually being a Hail Mary, genuine-ass problem solver. Saturdays are for the boys, that's the point. And then I have various weekdays for 2 hours being my main thing. That's the tenuous game plan for right now. Here, which one of these is lethal? You are lethal, but I want to do this instead. There we go. Oh, that took a little while.
Sorry, kiddo. It seems we'll have to withdraw.
Oh, he's not even dead. He's, you know, his undefeated streak never...
You've done enough, Nadir. Just stay alive. We'll meet again one day.
We have forced the Almiran forces to flee. I doubt they're expecting more reinforcements.
So yeah, if you guys got Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart for the Switch, hey, that's something that's gonna be doing for a while into the near future. That's a good time. And on a related note, what was it? On a related note, once I finally get my finances situated and am able to move out, I'm going to have better internet. So I'm going to start doing more stuff with genuine... Yeah, Saturdays, Smash Bros. Do that. Once I get my whole internet situation sorted out in the new house, I'm going to start doing a whole bunch of guff with Parsec. And that means I'll be able to do vastly more online general fun boys content. Like, one thing I wanted to do was... And I've semi-regularly been doing this on the Discord through Parsec, is Mario Party. We have a dang old Mario Party set. And another one I wanted to do was some of the older Mario Karts, like Double Dash, or I could do even some of the more spicy ones, like who wouldn't want to stream Kirby Air Ride? Or who wouldn't want to have fun playing like Melee or some garbage like that? Play some other old-fashioned classic games. That sounds like a good time. But unfortunately, that's going to be a while. These things, they take time. Horse Slayer. Ooh, I don't actually think I've seen one of these games. Huh. Maybe I have. I don't remember it at the very least. Specific online games. I did try to stream... I actually started the Saturdays by attempting to stream Dead by Daylight. That ended badly because I got bored of the game. And the only other game I could think of is Smite, but I don't really play that game super often. And voice-wise, actually, that's actually one story I've told a few times, is that that's actually one thing that I did also want to be, because you're talking about career choices. I did actually, for a brief time, want to be a voice actor. That was one of my mainline career paths, because when I was actually in the ILP, I was told time and time again, I have a very eloquent way of speaking. I have a solid voice. Voice-ular game, which is a word, trust me. Some such garbage. And I actually got on the radio once. It was the local radio, and I read the news. It never came anything of it because it was just a volunteer thing, just something to put on the radio, to get a feel for it. And I really wanted to become a voice actor, but unfortunately, the area that I live in is really dry for stuff like that. Also, it requires networking, just a complete overabundance of just general networking. And I'm antisocial as hell, so that already didn't work for me. Maybe I could go on like Fiverr or something and have people say, hey, I'll read your stupid bullshit.
Ready for anything.
But it is very reassuring to have just completely unrelated random people on the internet say, hey, you have a good voice. I'm like, oh, that's nice, thank you. It's nice to get feedback that, hey, this is something I wanted to do and other people think that could be successful. But it was, what else have I done with it? Oh, I mean, for my own personal talents, I've had a few times where I've gone into games and I would read out and, I guess, voice act all the dialogue. Something like Enroll I did that in. It wasn't good, because I was just kind of doing it for fun, and I had some definite fun with it, but... Yeah, that was actually another thing I thought to do, was a YouTube, more extensive YouTube career-isms. But I don't have an editing software right now. And unfortunately, I have a tendency to talk about very on-hand topics, but that's more of another here nor there. Yeah. Hilariously enough, the most popular video I ever... Because all my main playthroughs, aka this one right now, is going to be going on YouTube. And all of my main playthroughs already do just wholesale go on YouTube, and by far the most popular one I've ever posted, which is the only one to not only break, I think, 200 views, because I had one or two that broke 100, but it's the first one I had to break 1,000 views, which is kind of ridiculous. It was back when I streamed Paper Mario Master Quest, which is the Paper Mario 1 difficulty mod that just completely cranks up the game to an absolutely ludicrous degree, and it added the Pit of 100 Trials from Thousand Year Door into the game to be like, hey, this is kind of a fun mechanic, let's do this again. And then they did it, and it was so unbelievably goddamn difficult. Not only did I need to use save states because it's frankly infeasible to be able to do that legitimately in one sitting while on stream, it took me 7 hours straight of doing it, and then the entire VOD is me literally getting to the Pit of 100 Trials, which takes like maybe 5 minutes, and then 7 hours straight of me just slowly grinding my way through it. And for some reason, that video that is 7 hours long is my most viewed video I've ever made. Which, yeah, that's definitely how that should work. Yeah, thanks. Alright, Claude, you magnificent, sexy son of a bitch. I'm gonna tear your goddamn face off. I don't really like most online games. Most of the online games I typically got into to play single player, or I got into because of a friend. Like, Smite, frankly, Smite and Dead by Daylight I both got into because of a friend, and was meant to play it with friends. I mean, why do you frankly, yeah, why do you think I have a tendency to play I like RPGs, but the real streaming community doesn't exactly like that kind of content, which, whew, that hurts right in the soul, but that's what I have to learn to accept about myself. How am I going to kill this man? I got to get Edelgard up there first. We're going to have to take one more turn for this. Yeah. That's why I picked Obscure. That's why the first game I ever actually streamed.
I finally made it my own.
Ooh. That's why the first game I ever actually streamed and is the first VOD I ever posted on YouTube is the original Paper Mario. And I was doing the Pro Mode mod. And since then, almost every single playthrough I've done has either been blind, a mod, a self-imposed challenge, or... Really, that's kind of it. I typically like to have a little bit of a fun spin on my playthroughs. Like, even the game... there is one exception, in which case I did Psychonauts, but that was for a friend. They asked for Psychonauts, which is frankly the only time I haven't done a proper RPG. Even the one time that I did do it is I did Terraria, the Calamity mod, and then I decided to take it to an absolute ludicrous degree, and I decided to say, hey, what happens if you play Terraria Calamity mod on Expert and fight every single boss standing still? Hook your ass to the ground, or in like a 2x6 square, and you know, I occasionally jump to get oxygen. You pin yourself to the ground and you face tank every boss, with the exception being the Wall of Flesh, because that's his entire gimmick, and the true final boss of Calamity, who has a unique mechanic that made it literally impossible by instantly killing your character if you get hit 5 times, which that's a real fun mechanic. Oh, this is a bad time. God damn, Claude, really? You know what? We're gonna risk it. If I miss a 62% chance, I'll have to divine... Here, let me turn the animations back on. This is a very fitting one. Here we go. A mere raging storm.
We haven't seen each other since Garrick Mach. You've grown lovelier than ever, Edelgard.
You're not so unfortunate yourself. And as usual, you're here at a most inopportune moment.
Well, I'm sure we have much to talk about. But how about we settle things first?
No objections here. Prepare yourself, Claude.
Yeah, that was really flaccid for a combat art, but yeah! I had a rigged coin flip in my favor, but I landed it,
Enough.
baby.
You've bested me. If I die here, the Alliance becomes part of the Empire.
Do you yield then? You've never known when to give up.
Well, I can't just surrender so easily. I'm responsible for the others. If you're as smart as you seem, I bet you figured out why I was able to summon Almiran reinforcements. Wouldn't it be better to let me go and have me in your debt?
Holy shit! I gotta come on, man. There's no fucking way I'm killing Claude. Claude's a cool guy.
Thank you, Professor. And you, Edelgard. I'm truly grateful for your courageous decision.
I'm not killing
I
Claude.
will return your kindness one day. I promise.
That's one thing that it's supposed to be about, is they're
raise your
genuinely
voices in a
not
victory
trying to
cheer.
kill other people.
Deirdre is ours.
They're only killing people who are directly affiliated with the church and church people themselves, because fuck dragons, the game. Fuck dragons is this entire playthrough. Dragons in power is a dead dragon when we decide to overthrow two countries. This analogy got a little out of hand, but that's where it went. Fuck dragons. Wyverns are okay though, I guess. They're an exception. Everyone knows wyverns aren't real.
Hey, Teach.
Oh, you came back a lot faster than I was expecting.
Claude.
Settle down, will you? You're the victor after all. I could have escaped, but I decided to say hi to Teach. Nothing to worry about. Deirdre has fallen and the Alliance has collapsed. There's nothing I could do to turn things around at this point.
You want me to drop my guard around someone who evaded detection by my soldiers? Impossible. Did you really risk coming here just to say hello?
That seems like a Claude thing
I
to
did.
do. But also,
I wanted
yeah.
to say goodbye.
Yeah, this... Oh, dude, I'm gonna get Phil not. He's doing his own thing, but I'll ask.
Lend you my... I knew I liked you, Teach. I dare say Fodlan would be a lot more peaceful without me around. Right, Your Majesty?
It's as you say. So long as you remain here, the faction of the Alliance that is against the Empire will continue to support you.
Too true. It's best if I leave this place altogether. I'll just have to find some other way to pay back my debt to you. All I ask is that you go easy on the Alliance. After all, no one there would dare defy you now. And please treat my former classmates well. I've asked them to cooperate with you if I lost.
Wait, did your scheming include a plan for if the Alliance lost?
You think too highly of me. It just seems that way now. Outside of Deirdre, most of the Alliance is unscathed and ready to join your superior strength. In all honesty, I was hoping to become a supreme ruler and lead Fodlan to peace myself. But that won't be happening now.
Claude.
Good luck to you, Edelgard.
We crushed him in battle, and yet... he really is difficult to understand.
Claude seems like a genuinely
Lady
good
Edelgard.
person, you know?
Deirdre
To be
is
fair, they
now
all are.
completely
They're all
under
just
our
driven in
control.
different ways.
As planned, the
Yeah,
Alliance's
Edelgard's
affairs will
probably
now
the
be
most
overseen
iffy,
by
but...
Count Burgley's.
My father is coming here? First west, then east. You sure keep him busy.
Should the others return to the monastery and prepare to face the kingdom?
Yes, thank you, Hubert. Thanks to all of your efforts, our battle with the Alliance has reached its conclusion. However, we still can't afford to be careless. We must now join the battle against the kingdom. With the strength of the Church on their side, they will prove to be a formidable enemy. More than ever, your support is invaluable. We'll need it in the days to come. But for now, let's enjoy our triumphant return.
Let's get to it!
I'm so happy that the end of the fighting is near. Too bad there's still more violence to come.
The Kingdom and the Church of Seros are worthy for fighting. I will crush them into very small pieces.
Crushing wouldn't yield a lot of pieces, but I guess it would get the job done. With the Professor, we can't lose. Probably.
Oh no. Are we fighting Lady Rhea? But she's scary, and she'll be really angry. But no way she can stay in her spooky beast form all the time, right? If she could, she would have come and attacked the monastery as many times as she wanted.
It may be wishful thinking, but perhaps it is a power that she can only access when the situation is dire. But whether she is the Archbishop or the Immaculate One, we cannot be stopped. Half remains, but half is finished. We are certainly moving forward.
No one can stop us from pushing forward. No one.
Cool. Cool beans! Radical! Bodacious! Tubular.
Part 2. Crimson Flower.
And this is the perfect time for you guys to be
Pegasus
jumping into this story like, ah, yes!
Of swords
Ah,
and shields.
yes! Welcome to spoiler territory! One of the three houses on the bad route, supposedly, right halfway
With
through it.
under Imperial
Oh,
control,
great.
The Leicester Alliance ceases to exist, and its remaining lords ally themselves with the Empire. The Black Eagle Strike Force, having now conquered all of Eastern Fodlan, confidently moves to invade the kingdom.
Okay. I'm still holding back because I know we're going to get more cutscenes. We're not done. We never are done. Oh, wow, what's that? Oh, is there more cutscenes? Oh, wow, who would have guessed?
And that concludes Count Burghley's report. Just as Claude said, the Old Alliance has willingly fallen under Imperial rule. However, knowing him, there is no telling what manner of poison could be waiting within. We must be careful not to expose any weakness.
Of course, though it seems we can now attack the kingdom without issue.
True. However, you should know that Lord Arundel has entered Deirdre. It would seem he has already started collecting the relics of the Old Alliance.
Let him do as he pleases for now. It's not yet the time to chide him.
Bye-bye, Ronins!
As for the kingdom, as we theorized, it is not entirely united. If we defeat the royal family of House Blathed, and a handful of other notable houses, it should fall under our control quite readily. Those we must target include the houses Fraldarius, Galatea, Gautier, and Karen. We have allies who are close to some of those lords. Perhaps that can be used to our advantage. Persuasion by tears or threats. Perhaps one would consent to act as a hostage. We must make good use of the tools given to us.
What about House Row in Aryan Road, the fortress city? Will they not side with us?
The head of House Fraldarius, Lord Rodrigue, has entered the city. It is possible that he has seized it.
Oh, great. Now we get to kill
Then
Rodrigue.
it might prove too difficult to strike
Fantastic.
Ferdiad right away.
Either way, when preparations are complete, we can begin our deployment into the kingdom.
That part of the plan remains unchanged. Professor, is something wrong? Yes, I don't imagine that you have much interest in a running list of noble names. But it matters not. The nobility and the weight of all those names will be gone once the war is over. This month, we must again put all of our effort into preparing for battle. I'm counting on you, my teacher.
Eh.
Professor, you didn't hear anything just now, did you? Cute! Huh. Well, be that as it may, it is not your concern. It was nothing.
Double down, baby. Let's get in
You seem
there.
to be trying your hardest to infuriate me. Don't you? It's just... well, there was a rat.
Oh,
I
that
don't
makes
enjoy
it
the
worse.
company of rats.
Oh.
I believe I've told you about this before. About when I was held captive beneath the palace. There were a lot of rats there. To this day, I just... What? Oh, Professor, leave here at once. I recall now that Hubert needs to speak with me. I must change my clothes. Now, whatever you do, don't look this way.
The fuck is going on? It was a bunch of letters.
Then forget what you saw. That's an order.
Is that supposed to be a big sneaky reveal of a ho-ho? But it was just a bunch of letters and envelopes. I don't understand what to make of this. Oh no. Hey, look at that gameplay! I'm able to actually run my mouth again. Wow, and then everyone left. Oh. He's talking again. Oh no. But anyway, other than that, now here we go. Now we get to do more fun side questy goodness. Oh boy. Sayo, you should play more of this game. It's really good. I'd recommend it. Preferably before you continue to, spoil yourself. Oh, I'm not allowed to talk to him? Okay.
War isn't kind. By the time you realize what's going on, and if you're off by yourself, you can get killed with no one ever even finding out. Got me out of my room, at least.
Worthless. You're trash! God, I've had multiple friends who are like that. I at least have the excuse of I don't have money to play games.
Hey, how about a favor?
Hey man, there's definitely a unique experience when it comes to playing a game. Sometimes. Sometimes there's not, but we don't talk about that. I could totally get it, though. There are some games where I'm just like, God damn, do I not give a hootenanny about any of this garbage. But I like the story. There have been a whole bunch of those games where, oh, yep, definitely don't want to play this, but, oh, Lord, the story and characters are fantastic.
Appreciate it.
There's also been some games that are just the epitome of unfun to play that I'm definitely going to have to play sometime because, oh lord, they're fucking fantastic. Like, off the top of my head, one game I've always wanted to stream that everyone should watch is Devil Survivor. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor. Is that the one? Is that the one? Is that the one? Is Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor. That game is so fucking interesting as a mechanic and, like, video gamey goodness. Like, it's so good. I really want to play Devil Survivor. That's one of the top games I want to stream. But, man, that game is so infuriating to play sometimes. Had I not completely and utterly broken that game at, like, a fundamental level, like, completely... I made my main character nigh immortal, and I still... barely beat the final boss of the route I got. Super good, though, and I'll go into detail once I actually figure out what the fuck it is that I'm doing right now. Which is currently divvying up a shitload of speedy dudes. Lysithia, you need speed. Oh. Speed. Wait, that means I haven't done my standard gardening yet. Also, if you've played a Persona game, those are also Shin Megami Tensei. That's the same series. It's the Persona guys. You know? It's that whole gaggle. Oh, my wallet. I'm just saying, even if you had played them, I'm just saying in general, like, those are the same series if you didn't know. Some people just don't know that, you know? Some people are like, what the fuck's a Shin Megami Tensei? Dude, I love Persona. These people are heathens, and they should be burned for their ignorance. Fun fact. Fun fact, next game I'm streaming after this is actually Persona 3 if you wanted to drop by and check that out. Or you could just watch the VODs on YouTube. But that's one of those games, that is another one of the quintessential games of, this game is really good, story and characters-wise, but man, playing this game is a hell, and it fucking sucks. So, you know, I'd recommend watching it. Or if you even can drop by, I specifically am going to be asking the chat how to do certain things and how they want to handle it, because that's a game all about, you know, hanging out with certain characters, and, you know, hey, that's going to be a good time. Okay, what do we need next? Okay, max HP. Who needs max HP? This is a very nebulous stat, but I guess Hubert. No, actually Felix. Felix is very well. Oh man, when did you get so squishy? Why you gotta be like that? I like the gameplay of Persona 3. It's just different. It's just hard to get into. But no, it definitely is one of those games that you're just like, Unironically, no, it's not. Like, all the ha-ha, jokey bits said, nah. It definitely doesn't have modern polish. Like, playing a game-wise, Persona 5 is just the best, but that should be obvious. Of course it's the best. It's the most polished one in the series. If they went back and they remade Persona 3 with all that fluff and stuff, that'd be the best fucking game in the series. Hot damn hootenanny! Oh yeah, boy! I can look past its faults, though. That is 100% my favorite. Okay, I think we need magic next, so who needs magic? 29, 35. I think it's actually Linhardt. Yes. He only has a 29 in magic. Ugh. Defense, resistance, and charm. He needs some bulk. Oh, man. Byleth needs some bulk. Holy shit. But, yeah. I'm not gonna give it to the mages, because they're a lower priority. Yo, yeah, 100% Edelgard needs some resistance. And then... yeah, I guess I'll give it to Caspar. I haven't given anything to Caspar yet. He needs something. Shore up some of his weaknesses. And then a Black Pearl for Charm, which is pretty fucking worth it, so I'm gonna give it to her, because... who cares? Mission accomplished! But, finishing my whole thing... Devil Survivor is a absolutely fantastic game where the whole thing is that the game takes place in Tokyo, and the whole city, and I mean all of it, is under lockdown. You cannot enter and you cannot leave the city, and you have to survive for 7 days. Or 8 days in the 3DS remake, but that's because of like a weird plot thing. That's like the extra day. That's the flower power one, but yeah, it's the whole game is you have to survive for 7 weeks, and in that week, everything you do, which typically is to just advance the story, but it consumes a little bit of time, and you have a list of things that need to be done either at certain times or by the end of the day, some of which will involve combat. And, like, you know, prepping a team, buying supplies, and then there's even, like, in the sequel, there's a Persona-style, like, relationship mechanic, so you have to hang out with people, make them friends, because if some people don't like you, oops, they may, you know, just go out and get killed. Oops, my bad. That's one of those kind of games. I really kind of... I don't know how well I can boil it down, it's a very... I wouldn't even call it a high-stress kind of game, where it's not... But that also doesn't sound right, because it's not really like a... Like, oh man, how am I gonna find food in the afternoon? But it's more of just like, man, everything kind of sucks, but we're making the best of a bad situation, you know?
Thoughts?
It's very I really kind of can't go into the details. It would need to be shown. It's more of one of those games you kind of have to experience. But it is one of those games that is, go fuck yourself difficult by the end of it. You need to break that game. You know, you do not play that game normally.
If the Alliance falls, then the Kingdom will... There's no time to waste. If we hesitate, we risk losing the initiative. I do think we should let the troops rest, though. We must maintain morale, Professor. And let's make sure this matter stays between us. If it gets out, I'll... Thank you.
You can't teach me anything fun. Ah, fuck it, I guess authority. Might as well.
I'm getting there.
Woo, I guess. Can't even hang out with Dorothea. Hang out with Linhardt? I like Linhardt. Linhardt's cool. Who doesn't like Linhardt? Most people, I would assume, because Linhardt sucks. Ooh, got him.
Hey.
I'm trying to think about, is there any better way to describe Devil Survivor? No, I mean, I guess. It'd be, okay, I guess it's in that situation, you're locked down, people, like there's a whole helping of people, just too many crammed into a space that doesn't really work. People start looting after a few days because no one's allowed in or out. People are scrounging for supplies, they're like mass sleeping in the park on like sheets and all that kind of garbage, and random people start being given, without any spoilers or context, magic powers. And a lot of people start abusing that power immediately. Just immediately. And so this situation just descends and descends and descends, and anarchy starts breaking out, and then it starts getting back together, and then the plot reveal happens, and you're just like, oh no, it's good. I'd recommend it.
I've been exploring the Holy Mausoleum.
It's not a dark game, though. It's not really dark. I guess I would describe it as intense, you know? It's a little dark. It's a little darker than your average game, but it's not, like, extreme.
Hasn't up much.
I would say it's in between something like this or, like, and like End-Roll or Lisa. It doesn't go anywhere near that level. It's on the DS. Of course that game's comparatively fine.
Indeed. We'll see if it's...
Give me that magic, boy. Yes. Ooh, Fleisch. How you doing?
Yes. I just wanted to help out my brother Randolph, so I aspired to be a soldier. My brother puts his life on the line to fight, so I'll put everything I have into it too. Eventually, the enemy will attack, and when they do, we'll defend this place to the bitter end.
Come on, there you go.
Without House Ordelia getting involved. Although, I've no desire to continue on with my family. So from here on out, it's up to Edelgard. Ultimately, this ended without the Alliance being entirely consumed by this war. It's all thanks to Claude.
Claude's a cool guy. I'm really excited to play his route after all this. It's one of the things I like most about this game is just learning each character's particular story through the plot.
What an interesting character. Underneath that compassionate exterior, he was always cold and calculating. Ordinary fools run headlong into combat without even considering the possibility of defeat. But to consider one's chances and to prepare for plans to go awry, that takes real intelligence. I have to say, I am impressed beyond words.
The majority is with us. This conflict will end soon.
I hope you hear my dog barking, because I have to hear it, so you get to sit through it too. We must share in the pain.
That is true nobility. acting in accordance with the people's needs and wishes. As war drags on, those living near the front lines inevitably get the worst of it. We will not see such a peaceful resolution in Fargus, I am afraid, as it is ruled by the royal family, not a council of nobles.
Did you meet my father in Deirdre? I guess he'll be responsible for controlling the Regan territory and maintaining popular support. Not really sure what all that means, though. Are you sure? I figured you'd say something about me having to study more.
When the other option is telling him to study more. This game likes to pull a sneaky on you sometimes. It was a test. The game was testing me, and I failed. Ah, shit.
Okay.
Finally, the kingdom. After that, we'll battle the church. I volunteered for monastery guard duty. It was more for my family than anything. But now, from the bottom of my heart, I want to see Her Majesty ruling this land. Even if it costs me my life, I will protect Garreg Mach.
Ooh, cool.
Professor!
My father is holding Aryan Road secure. Our next battle will be there, against him. Or in Ferdiad, which the king is protecting. Don't underestimate me. I've been preparing for this for a long time.
This is where things are going to start to get interesting with Felix's character in particular. He's about to have a very interesting time. Because he originally came from these boys. Well, Lysithea also did, but as Lysithea said, her whole gaggle didn't even get involved. But yes. Felix is really going to be fighting his father and his king.
Neither the Emperor nor the Empire have my allegiance. It is all simply part of the agreement. There is no other reason for me to be here.
Hey, can you teach me how to stab a man with a big, long piece of steel better? Thanks. Thank you for being an expert on the subject. It's real refreshing to see a man of culture.
Nice job.
Petra.
Upsetting. The kingdom always is cold. We have hatred for the cold. Bridget is not cold. We have no cold spirits.
You see, I am the opposite. I adore the cold.
I am wishing I knew how to ask her.
I'm the exact opposite. I fucking hate to be in anywhere hot. How do people live in places like Australia or California? Any other just generic hot place? Ugh. Terrible, terrible times.
Your next opponents will be the kingdom's army and the Knights of Saros.
Especially with the damp heat. Dry heat's much, but god damp muggy heat. Oh lord, I wish for death.
When this month has ended, I'll depart. I pray that you have good luck in battle.
No one else can actually train me. I didn't talk to the gatekeeper.
Hey!
How could I be so?
Oh no.
Fuck. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. You may already know this, but the Kingdom and the Alliance were once a single entity. The leaders of the Alliance, House Regan, are actually a branch of the Blythed royal family.
Blythed.
In a way,
which is why
just a battle of the why is it
spelled with two D's? It looks like it says bladed. Blythed. Let me check.
Professor, you may already know the leaders of the Alliance, House Regan, are actually a branch of the Blythed royal family.
Blythed.
In a way, it's just a battle of the part of the Blythed family tree that...
Yeah, Blythed. Why is it spelled with two D's? Th is not spelled with a d-d. You do not make two D's make a th sound. That is so wrong. It can even be medieval always fantasy, you know, words pronounced so weird. No, I do not know a language where the d sound combined with itself to d becomes a th. Wrong.
The Luster Alliance. They write operas about events like this. I'm sure you'll be played by the most handsome actor. A diva will play 80. You'll fall.
Teach me how to do things. Oh, you're garbage? Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, that's all the exploration fun times for now. I've sufficiently explored and had my fun. I need to make people better healers. Belated.
I may sound terrible. Must I?
Mission accomplished. Oh, that's right, we have a big old fun time story battle coming up. We got a paralogue. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't do a morale reset. What the fuck did I do to make us not have a morale reset last time? Oh, I was supposed to give gifts. Oh, no. This is totally not good. Oops. My bad. Oh, we can run it back next time. I kind of forgot I needed to do that. Oops. My mistake. Okay, bye-bye, Sayo. I'm gonna be going for another, like, 35 minutes, so if you're back, you're back. If not, nah, too bad. I hope you drop on by.
That was... I understand.
Hey, look at us being able to actually heal. She still doesn't have 3 stars in faith.
I feel like
this whole time. That was a little bit of a waste, but what can you do? I'm a lazy sod. I'm sorry.
May I be asking a question?
As I am fighting more, my arrows are decreasing in quality. They are not flying as far and having less accuracy. What can I be doing differently? Ooh.
You have great...
Okay. Okay, good, we're good. It's just the flying scene. I don't know if we needed a big boy cut. Oh, it was a horse scene.
Yes.
I don't know if we needed a big boy cutscene for this. We had to grind down to a mass halt just to be able to fucking...
pleasure.
Oh, fucking... Goddamn son of a bitch. Alright, what's our paralogue gonna be? Battle in the Ruin. Ooh, 3. Damn, we're probably not getting all that done in one day. I thought there'd be one. Oh, we'll, have that be a fun surprise for next time, shall we? Yes. But it tells me that there's so many, then... I don't have money to cultivate them.
The kingdom. Bridget is not... Does the goddess...
Here are some random gifts.
You have...
Teach me how to fly better. I wish to use alert stands. Ah, shit, is there a fistful of fish on it? Golden fish. Ah, shit. I want to go fishing because I'm out of money. I'm just out of money. And I want to buy the evasion ring and the speed ring and then be able to buy more. Nuts? Nuts?
Oh no.
Nuts.
Nuts. Nuts. Okay.
It's like this.
You know what? I do need to go fishing, but I don't want to waste a fistful of fish. I really want to go fishing on this day. Nuts! We might have it be a little bit shorter. You know what? We could do our standard fun time, and then we can go and,
Hello there. This one, yes? I think
Here.
this one, yes? I think
I'll do
this
our
one,
standard
yes?
run around with all the
This one, yes?
day-to-day
this one,
things
yes?
of training and
Return
whatnot.
soon, please.
And then we'll have, the rest be social links. And then by the time that's done, we will call it for today so I can go fishing off stream.
Got me out of my room.
Nuts. I don't really have any reason to be training. I should be training bow, actually. Because though they can carry over into future runs, I don't think I'm going to do that, but it would be interesting to see that it can happen. Because you can use Renown to carry over your weapon level. So, for example, if I got to S rank in something in the start of the game, I could spend Renown to give Violet immediately S rank swords, for example. Or in my... Oh, it's day pubs, I'll play Special Ultimate. Like, I think in my last playthrough I got S rank fists. I don't think I got to S plus rank. We can actually check, but... Let us go use the magical thing known as internal Googling to test these theories. Skill level. So yes, locked. So I've gotten to E plus Lance before. I've gotten to... Oh, nothing higher. Nothing higher. Yes, I got to S. So what I could do is I could literally come in here, spend 4,000 Renown, and immediately be to say just... I have S-rank fists. I'm not going to do that because, let's be frank, that is completely broken. But, you know. Because if I can get to S+, that would literally instantly from the start of the game give me fist fair. Like, that is not okay. Oh my god, that's not okay. I can get to A-rank faith, authority. I only got to A-rank authority, which I think I'm probably going to beat now. I'm kind of just passively doing it, you know? I do need to put points into... What is Violet? Oh no, he's just... Sword and Riding are the two that I'm really kind of focusing down, and then I guess I'm kind of just splashing a little bit into the various magics, because he technically can use those in some capacity, you know? It's really a major flex option rather than anything I would actively go out of my way and say, yeah, no, this is what I should be doing with Violet on a regular occasion, but at least it's something, you know? And I should be giving gifts, but frankly, I keep forgetting to do it. Hey, there's an owl feather, the thing that automatically makes it to where you have plus...
I'll take
there you go. Come on. I think I'll just go to... Because it's like, what could Lindhart teach me? Magic. What could Edelgard teach me? Maybe Axes and Authority, and that's it. I'm just gonna go. I don't want to give a damn about the whole cooking thing, you know? Or the whole gift-giving thing, if I can at all help it. Here, this can actually be one thing I can do, is this. See who needs support conversations. So... Edelgard and everybody. So feed Edelgard with... So I was looking in there. Edelgard Ferdinand. There you go. Easy. That is a confirmed growth towards their social link, which is very, very nice. Yeah, let me sit up in my chair. And then we can move on to the next one and see that Felix and no one, and Felix and no one, and Lindhart, Caspar, Dorothea, and Felix. Let us see what that gets us. Lindhart, Felix... Who could Felix even bond with? Lysithea, Bernadetta, Dorothea... Okay, who was I offering to cook with again? Caspar, Lindhart... Wait. Caspar and... Wait, what? Do me and Dorothea not even have a started social link yet? I have not started her social link yet. But yeah, Linhardt and Dorothy is totally acceptable. How have I not started Dorothea's social link? How do I start it if not now? What have I done to make it not start? I know I was saving some of them, which I would assume I was like...
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick
beans, rice, and... Yeah,
Think I like.
I've had rice and sausage before. That's a pretty regular meal that we have around my house. We don't typically have, what is it? We don't typically have beans with it, though. Who can Yuritsa even hang out with? Isn't it Bernadetta? Yes! Bernadetta Yuritsa! Yes! Every time! Yes! Every time.
Dining with others exhausts me.
I'd rather eat alone.
There we go. Perfect. And then the remainder, I guess. Caspar, Lysithea, and Felix. None of them even like this food. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to actively go out and give them gifts. I may or may not be attempting to hook up Bernadetta and the Death Knight. I don't. These are spurious accusations at best, and I do not respect you for saying these horrendous things about me and my personage. Where did you hear this? Lysithea, Caspar, Felix. Okay. Isn't Lysithea's over here? Okay. I just didn't have enough time. I wasted it. Technically, I'm wasting my time by cooking, but I would rather have social links than really min-maxing a bunch of stats I don't care about, you know? Oh yeah, one thing about doing this whole speed carrot thing, you get a shitload of pitcher plants and random, like, flower bullshit, so if people can accept them, might as well just give it to them, you know? Some people don't like the flowers. Give them your various other bits of garbage.
The battle I have ultimately...
Felix and Caspar. Nice.
Did you meet? I guess.
Yeah. Fists. Can you teach me flying?
The majority
That actually could unironically get him to. No, not even that. Wow. No, it's literally just a worthless use of my time. Thanks for this, Professor. Thanks for this, Professor. Thanks for this, Professor. Thanks for this, Professor. This is how you get people to join your house. You just regularly keep giving them stuff like the pitcher plants and whatnot. It'll slowly get them there. Yeah, you want some pitcher plants.
Alright.
I mean, they're not particularly ecstatic to find pitcher plants, but here's some pitcher plants. Merry Christmas. What I'm gonna train with Linhardt. I haven't done the choir. That will be what I do. Because that trains the students and Violet. It's not that good, but it's something. Makes Linhardt just a little bit better at it and gives Hubert hopefully the ability to learn heal eventually. Ooh! Yes, very close. Now we will do our support conversations, and frankly, we only have 32 minutes left. This will take a little decent chunk of time anyway. It's not like I'm going to be cutting this episode, like, hilariously short. But also, I can't seemingly talk with Bernadetta anywhere. Is her not... Have I seriously accidentally, like, ignored Bernadetta? Oh, no. Because I didn't rank them up in the first area, they won't now. I was genuinely trying to wait for them to come to me to be a morale reset, but they never did. And because I never hung out with them pre-time skip, I'm just not allowed anymore. Oh. Okay. I mean... It's kind of annoying, because that's content I'm missing out on, but... I did want to learn more about Dorothea. That is very annoying. I did not know that was a mechanic. It is, however, good warning, do not wait for morale resets. Permanently, you know? Don't just keep waiting. It's a bad time. I'd imagine there might be other people who have that problem. No, it's just Petra and Dorothea. I don't give a damn, fuck Petra, but Dorothea, I wanted to learn more about her, you know? Alright, we'll just start with Dorothea then.
You're in high spirits today, Dorothea.
Yes. I have met someone quite charming recently. I'm hoping we can spend more time together soon.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. I wish I had some advice to offer. Alas, I do not.
Don't worry too much about it, Adie. I'd guess romance isn't really something you're interested in anyway.
I'm not completely disinterested.
Oh yeah? Is there someone you have your eye on?
To be honest, there's nothing resembling romance in my life at present.
You know what? In the meantime, Weevil, who's your favorite waifu of the Red Boys? Or husbando, because clearly there has... We appreciate both genders
That's
here.
Not surprising. You're not just any old noble, after all. Anyone who has feelings for you, well, they're in for a pretty complicated life.
True. And I can't ignore the possibility that I may have to marry for political purposes. I doubt I'll ever have the opportunity
God damn it.
for a passionate romance.
Half of that is acceptable.
That's no way to talk. You meet the right person and boom, you have passion to spare. Could be someone you've just met or someone you've known your whole life. There's no telling how life will go. Something could even spark between the two of us.
You and I? Now that is an entertaining thought. If such an exciting future is in store, I look forward to it.
Oh yeah? That's awfully sweet of you, Adie.
Okay.
Where has it gone?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Every single member of the Blue Boys was a 10 out of 10. Even the ones I didn't like very much. Like, Annette, I could totally see being a top-tier waifu. I just didn't like her personally. She's very vanilla. She's just a happy, nice person, you know? She's just a little basic. And that's fine, but it's not so much for me.
Although I remember no wrongdoing on your part.
Oh, well...
She's very vanilla.
Thank you, I guess.
So, do you feel better?
About the gossip? Not even a little bit. I need someone to talk to, and I figure it should be you.
Oh? Okay. What is it?
About the things that those soldiers were saying. The truth is, I agree with them. As selfish as I am, I curried favor with a noble so I could enroll here. An orphan like me, here. Crazy, right? And now to be leading troops as one of the professor's generals? I'm way out of my league. I'm doing the best I can, of course, but sometimes I wonder if it's enough.
Dorothea, if I may offer a bit of advice, you have no reason to face anything you do not wish to. If the past distresses you, then just let it go. It's as simple as that.
But it's my past. You can't escape your past.
You've probably overcome a lot of tough times, haven't you? I think that's incredible, really, but why not just let go of the suffering and run away from the memories that cause you pain? I suspect you'll find it a better way of living. I know I do.
That's not living, Lynn. It's running away. If I leave my hardships behind, then all of that means nothing.
Good point. Well said. Yet, I propose ignoring your past changes nothing of who you are today. I see before me a great woman who should not be bothered by idle gossip. Even if you dropped everything and took a nap for 1,000 years, you would still be you.
What an example. I don't quite get it, but I am a bit envious of you. Still, I can't live the way you do.
At least try it. Go take a nap where a noble will see you. Give them something to talk about.
Maybe I will.
Lindhart is a good lad. He's a good lad, and oh my, it's the greatest of all time. Let's see how bad this goes. Oh. This could not have started any better. Hmm? This is the one time that Bernadetta's over-the-top, complete and utter stupid bullshit is acceptable.
Must have had a nightmare.
You're awake.
I mean,
Euritza.
yeah, that's it. Professor Euritza.
I'm not a professor.
You were!
Wait, what?
Weren't you like a sword dude or something? Wasn't he one of the combat teachers?
Yeah, Professor Euritza always wears a mask. So then, who are you?
Euritza.
I don't understand. Look, are you Professor Euritza or aren't you? Please make yourself clear.
I am Euritza, but I am not a professor.
A Euritza who is not a professor? So there are two Euritzas running around the monastery?
Same sentiments.
Wait. Aha! I got it. I get it now. You're no longer a professor. Therefore, you're just Euritza. Plain old Euritza. Our professor isn't a professor anymore either, but doesn't mind the title. I guess I figured you'd be fine with being called professor as well.
When I was teaching, it was simply a task.
Who the fuck took this man's classes? You never get to see him be a teacher.
There's a lot going
Is he like
on
the
in that
gym
scholar
teacher where you
Euritza.
flex into him for like one period of the day? Yes, here's where how you could stab a man efficiently. Alright, come back,
You
students.
took one look at me.
Meet the counselor on your way through.
Huh? Don't be silly. There's absolutely no reason I fainted at the sight of you, Euritza.
Well, that's new.
I'm coming down with a second.
How is this the first time we've actually seen him make an angry face?
To my room.
Euritza's fucking pissed. Also, there wasn't very many. I'm a little upset that I missed out on these, because these motherfuckers would be at, like, B or A rank by now. And that'd be so much more content we could watch, but I gotta go fishing. Okay, everyone, goodbye.